It's windy, imagine that. Hopefully by having my phone in my glove, you'll be able to hear something besides the wind. Ladies man and I are out for a drive. He's such a good boy. And he loves getting out, and he loves getting to go. Walk on. And we can't use the feet. No, we can't go over there anymore. They've already planted it. So they've planted all around us. So we're stuck to the roads. And that's not bad. I mean, we can go gazillion miles on the roads. Hi, babies. There are this year's babies, all just hanging out in the pen. Hi, Aerie. And Tejas. Yes, all of you children. Are you ready to working trot? Let's do it. What a good boy. And I'm back in my old natural colored cart. The wheels are just a little taller on this, and my back is used to it, so that's what we're taking today. That's a good boy. Okay, it's nice and cool going into the wind. Yes, it's nice and cool going into the wind, isn't it? Amy's with us, nobody else can. Well, of course Doodlebug's here. She got her last haircut of the year. Dudes! Yes, it looks so beautiful. I was doing some stuff in the house, getting ready for my sister and Terry to come, and Doodlebug kept bugging me to get out here and go driving. She said, let's go, let's go. So I finally made it out of the house, in her opinion. Come up. Come up. The other day the wind was so strong, and I didn't video that day because it was just miserable. The wind was so strong, he didn't want to do more than a slow trot going into the wind. He said, this is just awful. So I'm very careful about what days I hitch them to a four-wheeler because of the wind resistance. What a good boy. Yes. His fear is not birds. Gale hates the birds, terrified of the birds. And I think it's because, let's see, 3 years ago, I was treating Gale for a snake bite. And I'm pretty sure what happened was he went to investigate one of the holes, prairie dog holes, ground burrowing owl holes, whatever, and instead there was a rattlesnake in it, and the birds flew off. And so I think that's probably why he's so, one, he's extremely aware of holes and will slide to a stop rather than stepping in one or falling in one, and he doesn't like birds. This one, on the other hand, does okay with birds, but watch out if there's a tumbleweed, man. He really does not like the tumbleweeds. And I'm pretty sure that when he was very young, he was out in the field and got hit by a tumbleweed. Come up. Good boy. Sorry about the camera work there. Organize things just a little bit. Now you be careful of the badger holes on the road. Good boy. No, there are badger holes over there. Don't go that way. There are badger holes on both sides of the road. I'd love to come down here with a big load of concrete and just pour it down those holes. Of course, it might take an enormous load of concrete, but that's too expensive. Come up. I know you're lazy going into the wind, aren't you? The sky is absolutely cloudless this morning. And there have been several, it's so bright. There have been several times that I've heard planes, but I can't see them. Come up. You like to trot 3 miles. What are you doing here? You're being lazy. We might even pop down into the playpen today, or playground. We'll see. Come up here. You're acting like a lazy bum. Come up here. Thank you. Wonder if you get to count extra steps if you're walking into the wind. I guess it would depend on how strong the wind is. Oh, I'm about to start sneezing. I'm sorry. You want to go on around? I'm just as glad to skip the playground because my allergies are killing me out here. And this is just, oh, the meadowlarks are back, yay. I was looking through my memories this morning on Facebook, and one of them was, oh, our meadowlarks are back, and they actually have been back about a week and a half now. So I'm glad the meadowlarks are back. Their song makes me very happy. Good boy. Yes, we go down this side because of the badger holes on the other side, huh? Yes, sir. Interesting to me that on the east-west roads, the badger holes tend to be on the south side of the road. And In the pastures, they tend to be right along the very edge of the pasture on the south side as well. And since most of our winds come from the south, I wonder if it's something about the wind direction, but if you look at the side of the road over here, you see a lot of lumps and bumps, and if we were right along it, there are badger holes spaced just about perfectly to be post holes. So I guess you could thank them if you were building a fence. Yep, we'll walk when we get up here a little ways. We have the horses turned out in the north pasture, and right now they're all in by the barn, but they've been coming clear out here to graze. Grazing is good. I've been riding out here. There's some very good grazing out here. Perk up a little bit. Thank you. You can keep up with Amy. You better hurry up. She'll be home before we are. Of course, the truth is, if we had Nikki along, the minute we turn the corner and are headed toward home, she'd be gone. She's the most barn sour dog I've ever worked with. What a good boy. And he knows that when we get down here to the corner and are ready to turn the corner, I like to walk through there when possible because it's so rough. I don't know if that makes it any smoother or not, but it's easier on me. This getting old is not for sissies. As of next spring, I will have been driving for 60 years. And riding for longer than that. Ugh, good job. That was kind of rough, wasn't it? Now, the only problem with having the wind at our tail, yes, we don't have so much wind in the camera, but we have bugs because they aren't just blowing off. Walk on. Let's walk like we're going somewhere. That's a good boy. Walk on. Oh, you can be a lazy thing. Yes, you can. We can't go over in the, well, we're going to go over in the field in a little bit, but it's a place that never plants anyway. And if this doesn't get some rain, it's not going to come up. And we are headed into All-Star weekend, and boy, it says everything is supposed to just be dry right through the weekend. Monday, I'm headed to Oklahoma City to the Morgan World Championships. One of the highlights of my year. Get to see people I haven't seen in a while and that I've known for a very long time. Sad part is, some of those people are gone by now. Shall we trot? Working trot. That's my good boy. Hi, dudes. Yes, I do. You too. Yes. Yes. Dudes, I can't do that right now. No. She got her head under my arm. where I'm holding the reins. I don't want to go through there. And it's not going to matter if we go across this. If it doesn't rain, nothing's going to come up here anyway. All the way over to the cone. That's a good boy. At least they just drill it instead of plowing it. Yep, the corn is making funny noises, isn't it? It's rustling. That's a good boy. Yeah, we'll make circles at home instead of making them on the rough stuff. Some of the planting that got done around here got done just perfectly. We got about 3 inches of rain and everything's coming up beautifully. Unfortunately, this stuff got planted after that rain, I think. And yesterday there was a ginormous, good heavens, this is rough today. There was a ginormous tumbleweed. It's big around as my cartwheels against the fence, and boy, he was eyeing that. Luckily, the wind was blowing the right direction, so it was staying away from us. But the wind is coming from the opposite direction today, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not that tumbleweed is still there or if it went south. We're going to hope that it just went south already and doesn't decide to break loose when we get down there. No. Alright, we're going to put you in the middle and me on the sides and hope that's a little smoother. Now, my camera is showing time. Sometimes when it does that, it suddenly cuts things off. So, please subscribe, like, share, all those things. The more things are liked, the more the algorithm seems to think that we're worth sharing with other people, so, and putting us out there. So we sure appreciate it when you do that. We also like comments and questions and... No. I don't know why we're suddenly in a hurry, but... It's just because we're headed toward home, you silly person. And this is where we usually trot on. So I have taught him to canter in harness because I never want him to be afraid of that. But he thinks that's a cool thing to do, so he wants to do that a lot. Let's try going in as straight a line as you can, please. Follow the tractor tracks. And this wheat is under irrigation, but without it running right now, and it's coming up beautifully. Yay! Come up. That's a boy. Notice when I cluck, I'm clucking in the rhythm I want them to go. That's a boy. Nice and steady trot. Good boy. Good boy. That's it. Good boy. What was that about? Who knows? Coming down to a working trot. What a good boy. Yeah, let's go around. Good boy. Going around means going around this tank instead of through where it tends to be real muddy. Because then when it's been real muddy, after it dries out, it tends to be real rough. The other thing is we're missing going over that culvert, which is really rough. What a good boy. And this wheat is coming up nicely to this side. In some places it's weeds that are coming up well. In some places there's our giant tumbleweed. He still doesn't like it. He doesn't trust it to not stay in place. What a good boy. When I cluck in rhythm with what I want them to do with their feet. Most of the time, not always, but when I do a series of clucks, it's because that's the rhythm I want them to match. Good boy. And once we get to the next post hole on the right, and we're going to head to a slow trot. From there to the yard fence, and from the yard fence then we walk. Can you come down to a slow trot, please? That's a boy. Good boy. A nice immediate response. Good boy. Oh, big hole. Ouch. Ugh. Stay at a slow trot. It is so hard for them to learn this because they think it's so stupid. I can't help but agree, but nothing I can do about that. It's part of the world. They need to learn how to do it. What a good boy. He was just about to drop to a walk. And that little bit of a kiss lettered him right back up into a slow trot again. What a good boy. He says, I don't like that motor, which is kind of across from the house. We don't like it either, but it was there before we got here. So it's not their fault. I did buy, let's walk. I did buy mufflers for it years and years ago, 19 and a half years ago. See, the birds didn't really bother him when they all just took off right there. The other day we had a pheasant take off right next to him. He was just fine with it. Can you walk on? I would like to get home before, I don't know, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Don't know that we're even to noon yet. Walk on. Flies. It's okay. Good boy. I do a lot of flipping my reins around like that. They just need to be used to everything. And when I have both hands, I'll take the whip and run it between their hind legs and brush the flies off their bellies. All right. No, we're not going through there. There are some heavy-duty, nasty tracks in there. That's a very good boy. All right. Ooh, we found one anyway. Let's do our tree work. Come around. All the way. Nicely done. What a good boy. Don't you break my tree up. Yeah, we came out and trimmed limbs the other day, didn't we? Now I want to walk straight back toward the barn. I know you love doing the cones, don't you? He has such a good time with it. And some days we come out here and we just trot cones and have a good time with that. The biggest problem we have is that I'm too lazy to come out here and change the pattern all the time. Ugh. Another large hole. Thank you very much, little man. Since I haven't watered the arena, we are not going to go in there. Let's come across here so we can go clear around the truck to get into the barn. You're such a good boy. Yes, and next week you have a surprise coming. You'll get to go out and play. But this is definitely snake season, so... Why are you rubbing your face so much, Mare? Looks like I need to go out and take a look at faces. Okay, I want you to come left just a little bit. Walk up. Come left. Good boy. Just like that. Good boy. And whoa. And we are home. Hope you guys have an absolutely fabulous day. Again, please subscribe, like, share, and comment and ask questions, and get your face straight, and have a great day. Green Tree Ranch out.